Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here with the KHC group, and I met the team 4 years ago now at a 1 Point Survey event, and since then, early adopters of machine control, you've brought all of this into the site, the job site here, and it really has been a journey of change and transformation, hasn't it, Darryl?
Yeah, well, when we first started, when you first saw us 4 years ago, we had one machine that was sort of like a demonstrator with 1 Point that we came up to the dig day. Since then, we've got at least 4, if not 5 machines now with Leica ready equipment on, the dozer being one of them, our premium machine, the 20 behind you, which you've seen. Since purchased a 14 tonner with Leica and now a 30 tonner with Leica on, so it's the way forward. It's definitely the way forward.
One of the things I wanted to talk to you about is the journey that you've been on. Obviously, we see a nice dozer here with Leica machine control. We've got the next generation of Hyundai that we've been seeing in action today. The business has grown in that 4 years, hasn't it? To be a total machine control, tilt rotators, all the gadgets. Tell me about it and why it's been important for the business.
It's just the fact that you can use the machines without the engineers. They come on site, they do a model, do the general layout of the site. It takes away the emphasis that we don't need to call an engineer out. The productivity is far, far quicker. The machines are a lot more precise in what they're doing. You don't rely on an engineer putting a pin in the ground. It's all on the screen. It's usability. Just makes everyone's life so much easier, and it saves a lot of money in the long run. The initial outlay, but in the long run, you're saving a lot of money and time, and less mistakes are made on site.
So when we talk about money, I mean, people have talked to me about productivity going up by up to 50%. Then they're talking about fuel burn because you're not idling, you know, you're productive fuel burn and things like that. What do you think has been the payback then when you look at it over these sort of last 4 years and from that perspective?
The machines and the system have definitely paid for themselves.
Right.
But yeah, from what we've seen at our level on the ground, it does save a lot of money. Purely in the time factor, that's where the money is saved.
Yep.
Because the machines aren't sat idle. We're not waiting for an engineer. All the information's in the machine. It's just the productivity. I would say, yeah, you're probably 50% quicker in some respects because we're not waiting around.
Yep.
The machine can keep digging, and you don't have to have a man sat watching him. The machine can go off on his own and do his own thing pretty much.
Now, we've seen an SMT tilt rotator in use with the Leica Geosystems kit today, and again, that is one of the first things that you've done as a business, put tilt rotators onto the machines, and you know, that in itself transforms the machine to be able to do lots of different tasks as well. But with the machine control, it's the accuracy at the same time. Again, against the sort of standard machine control and excavator, what does the tilt rotator and the combination of the co-pilot do?
For the machine driver's point of view, he's not moving the machine to get in a straight line to dig a trench. For argument's sake, on a foundation, he can pretty much sit in one place and dig because of the machine control. He's not having to dig between 2 pins. He's digging completely off the screen, so he can dig at any angle because of the 360 tilt and rotate on the machine. It also takes away a man or 2 men on the ground watching the machine. Obviously you still need a banksman, but you don't need the men in the trenches or pinning out, spraying lines, because it's all on the screen. So we save money on the labour side as well, not just in the productivity. It's the whole package, really. It just makes a big difference.
Now, we're on a house building site here, and my tour of the Southwest, folks, you can see more videos on that, has been literally house building site after house building site, and it is about the speed as well, isn't it? It's not just about the productivity, the savings, this, that and the other. People want to build houses very quickly here at the moment, and getting those plots ready to build is fundamentally how they make the money, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we're held to deadlines. So the minute we come on site, everything has got a deadline. From the first house to when they hand over the last house, we're given dates. We've got to hit those dates, otherwise we breach our contracts. So all the gadgets that we've got, the Leica, the tilt rotator, just boosts our productivity, so we can hit those targets and hit them easily. So everyone's a winner, really. The house builders are happy, my boss is happy. Everyone goes home smiling, basically. It's a big advantage.
Also, it allows you to get ahead of the game as well sometimes. And you've talked to me earlier, you're actually ahead on site. That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, it is unusual. You come across a lot of problems on site, but with the kit, we are actually 5 weeks ahead at the moment. So
Wow.
that gives us, obviously when the weather's bad like this, because we're 5 weeks, it gives us that little cushion to stay ahead, and we will stay ahead, and we will finish on ahead of time doing our part of this project. So everyone's happy, and that lead us to more work, more projects for the same companies.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's good.
It's not often you get ahead of the game when those deadlines are super tight, folks, but this just shows the impact of technology, and not forgetting great operators and great people on site. It's also about the collaboration in the industry, the understanding for you and One Point, how they're helping you grow the business, and all of the technical elements and the specifications of equipment, but also that support that's there for you in the region, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, without One Point and without our engineer that works for us, Kirk Hough, we wouldn't be able to do it. You need the whole package. It's not just us driving the machines. You still got to input the information, and you still need the engineer, but it saves the engineer time in visits to us, so you can spend more time creating the models, which I'm sure you'll see in a minute on his screens. And it's just, yeah, it's a big family of Leica, One Point, and the machines and us really all working together, which saves us a lot of time and money. And that's the emphasis on it, is the time and money.
And even in the weather being like this we are today, folks, we're here in the southwest in summer and it's pouring with rain. We're still happy, aren't we?
Yeah,
Darryl?
we're always happy in sunny Cornwall.
That's great, mate. Great to see you. Take care.
Thank you.